Counselors Craft a Curious Path with Ruby and Olivia.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Ruby Miller, a multidisciplinary artist, singer-songwriter, therapist, and wisdom seeker with a background in opera, ceramics, and photography.
And I'm Olivia Candosia. I'm an actor, theater director, voiceover artist, early childhood educator, and drama therapist. We are both neurodiverse therapists who strive to infuse more wonder, authenticity, and joy into modern life. We're here to share our hearts and stories, and in turn, listen to yours. Here we gather with you to craft the curious path of life, therapy, and art. Welcome and co-create with us.
Welcome to Counselors Craft a
Curious Path. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Olivia.
Happy to be here with you. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah. So, this week we are going to explore the Devil card. So, in last week's episode, we explored the monster in Olivia, and we were chatting about what to do today. And in the tarot, there's this beautiful gift from Pamela Coleman Smith, who was the woman illustrator of the tarot artist. So if you see here, and I'll narrate it for people who aren't seeing this. So the Lovers is a man and a woman with an angel sort of mediating, and then the Devil card, which is also in the Major Arcana, it's card 15 opposed to the Lovers number 6. The Devil also has like a mediating figure over a man and a woman, and in the card with the Devil, the man and the woman are chained, and the idea is they're chained loosely, so it looks like chains you could just pull off yourself, which is very important for the meaning of the card.
I'm already thinking to myself, oh man, this is gonna be a great episode.
Yeah, it's such a metaphor. I remember, like, years and years ago, I was in pretty much a horrible relationship by all accounts, and the Devil card came up, and I was like reading it, and I was like, oh no. Come on, tarot. How dare you?
God, I have so many things to say, but I'll probably save for our reflection after we do it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I haven't looked up yet the meaning on the website yet, so I'm gonna do that quickly.
Yeah, and while Caitlin's doing that, for those of you who are just tuning in, when I said after we do it, or because we haven't done it yet, it being embodying, acting out that archetype within one of ourselves. So today I believe I will be acting out the devil in myself.
And I love that so much.
And Caitlin will be interviewing the devil. And this is to clarify that it's not the generic devil, but who is the devil in Olivia, and how does that archetype show up.
Yeah, and one of the premises is that in the Major Arcana of the tarot, it tells the story of like as many archetypes as you can kind of get within like 22 cards, because obviously there are technically an infinite amount of archetypes, but so right now it's the devil in us, but it's the devil archetype in the tarot. So that's why I'm going to read the tarot card description, and then we'll start the role play. Olivia and I are also doing a group where we do similar exercises, but in a group setting. So yeah. Alrighty. The Devil tarot card description by Labyrinthos, which is a great online free resource for anyone who's interested. This card shows, I'm going to actually hold it up while I'm talking for people who watch the YouTube videos, which I like visual things a lot. Okay. This card shows the devil represented in his most well-known satyr form, otherwise known as Baphomet. So Baphomet is this is me talking, the character over the two people. Along with being half goat and half man, the devil has bat wings and an inverted pentagram on his forehead. He is standing on a pedestal to which are chained a nude man and woman, as if to show that he has dominion over them. Both the man and the woman have horns, as if to show that the more time they spend with the devil, the less human they become. The chains make it appear as though the devil has taken them captive. The man has a flame on his tail, while a woman has a bowl of grapes on her tail, which symbolizes the addiction to power and finer things in life, respectively. Looking closely, both the man and the woman don't look happy. Surprise!
Go figure.
Their individual power has been taken from them, leaving them exposed and ashamed in their nakedness. Upright devil meaning. Getting the devil card in your reading shows that you have feelings of entrapment, emptiness, and lack of fulfillment in your life. It might also mean that you are a slave to materialism and opulence. Whew! No matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to shake off the feeling of wanting to indulge in luxurious living. You might be aware that this kind of lifestyle is leading you down the rabbit hole, but you have that feeling of not having any form of control over your actions or urges. Addiction to substances or material pleasures can also be the reason for your feelings of powerlessness and entrapment. In situations such as these, you may feel as though you are a slave, unable to control your impulses or willpower to direct yourself towards something other than the satisfaction of these desires. So some different keywords: lust, hedonism, selfish disregard for lovers' feelings, obsession, feeling trapped in a job, blaming colleagues, self-sabotage, and finances, like bad financial habits. So, there are some downsides to the original Rider-Waite, one of which being very, like, cis-het normative, as well as all white people. So this is a deck that I love that has a little bit more diversity, and also I think the imagery might hit people differently. So this is the Devil card in the Magical Hours Tarot, and you see there's still that figure on top of Baphomet, and he is playing the violin in kind of a sickly, scary way, and then the lovers are two women holding each other and sort of looking up. And so to me, there's still the same meaning of, like, both people in the partnership are worshiping the devil. There's less of a feeling of being trapped, although the devil is sort of like trapped in the plant. But I love this imagery, and then the full moon and the power of it. So for people whose vibe is not the classic devil, and then just as a reminder, this is the lovers from that deck. So we see, like, the difference between the lovers in that deck and the devil in that deck, which has similar themes of the mediator over. So
interesting. I'm in this present moment, like, oh my gosh, am I going to interpret this correctly? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm already starting to get in my head.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And what's coming to mind is, like, is what I'm going to bring up or what the devil's going to bring up just what is on top of mind of Olivia right now? Is that a problem if that's what it is? Like, there's just kind of these... it's just an interesting battle I'm having in my head right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're mirroring what a participant might feel, and that's sort of the beauty of parts work, is that it can be scary to be like, am I doing this right? And I think that's a risk of archetypal roleplay, is you're giving someone the archetype of the part.
Yes, I get so... this happens all the time, like, ever since I was a kid, reading things and, like, really trying to understand and comprehend what's going on, and being like, okay, I kind of get a gist, but also I don't think I'm 100% accurate, and so I'm trying to relinquish that and be like, it's okay that you don't understand. Whatever comes up, and that's data, and that's valuable. But I guess I'm voicing that because if you were to be a participant in our group, like, that is normal, and this is why Caitlin reads the stuff about the cards, and I don't, because I could read this 50 times and still be like, I don't know what I just read.
Oh yeah, and then part of the premise of the group, and even us recording these episodes, is to give people examples, because there isn't a right or a wrong, but it is a very specific container to make magic in, and so, like, part of it is the surprise. And also, I just did a series on, like, motherhood and tapping into the archetype of the maternal compass is what I called it, but they're, like, pretty much every culture that has ever existed has a wise mother figure as an archetype. Whether she is predominant or not is the question. But it's interesting because episode 4, I was, like, introducing it to the people I'm doing it with, and they were a little bit like, this is kind of woo, blah, blah, blah. And then they developed it, and the next episode we recorded, I think, a week and a half later, and they were like, I felt like she was having dialogue with me. I felt like she was present with me. And so part of it, too, is, like, you will develop these characters more and more internally. Like, this is, like, the birthing of the devil in Olivia.
And to trust that the facilitator, the leader, the whatever therapist is going to help you. And, like, I don't know if guide is the right word, but, like...
Oh, yeah, guide, absolutely.
Yeah, hold that space for you and honor whatever comes up and not judge. Yeah, and so for that reason, I'm like, well, I'm going to do it anyways. Like, Caitlin's got me.
That's part of the beauty of co-facilitators, too. Like, if I was prompting a member and they were like, I just have no clue, Olivia could pipe in and be like, well, the devil in me right now is saying blah, blah, blah. Or like, I'm getting this, like, feeling of, this painting behind you, participant, kind of looks devilish. Like, what would it feel like to step into the vibe of that painting? Or like, you seem a little goth. Like, what about the devil? So these prompts of relating.
Yes, and it is interesting going from the monster last week, which was like a very specific feeling that I like voiced on my own, and I'm curious to see what differences happen here because I know there's going to be plenty. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so I would encourage you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in and think about, we are talking to the devil and Olivia. Like, what's hitting you? Are there images? Are there people in your life? Is there a part of your body that's being activated?
It is a darkness. It is like a rope around my belly.
Oh.
And a little bit on my chest, but I think I could reach back and untie the knot on my chest, but the spot on my belly is pretty tight. Why am I already crying?
The devil holds so much pain for us.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
And there's a trapped feeling, too, which is part of the tarot card as well, is like, these people trapped. Hello, devil.
I am controlling. I am trying to show that there is value in the pain.
Ooh, I'm afraid of you already. Wow.
I don't like me.
Oh, I'm so sad to hear that. You don't like you?
I don't like...
Huh.
But I like seeing other people hurt. I like not being alone in that.
What I'm thinking is you're hurting so much that your way to cope with that is to cause other people to hurt and to watch them hurt and to find pleasure in them hurting.
But I think Olivia is telling me, no, abso-fucking-lutely not. Olivia is screaming at me lately to say that is not the way.
Oh, it goes against, like, all social norms. But I want to spend time with you, Devil, because maybe there's a different way that Olivia can give you what you want other than Olivia intentionally causing people pain. Like, I think there's something deeper here. So what messages do you have for Olivia, Devil?
What messages do I have for Olivia?
Like, right now, I'm happy to keep prompting. Right now, Olivia's going through a big transition in her life, and she's been talking about being in a lot of pain, and we talked to two monsters inside of her. And I'm curious, like, how do you relate to those monsters, or how do you relate to Olivia's pain right now?
I think what's strange is I'm being, I mean, I know I already said this, but I'm being a little bit silenced, and it's, like she said earlier, she can untie a little bit of the knots that I am causing, And it's a little strange to me because I feel like she's trying to give me a new role or put me in a different costume. I feel like she is trying to say, you can think these things, but you cannot act on them. You have been so present in my life secretly, and but she has not even known that I've been there for so long. And now I think she has an awareness of me, and that is weird because now with the awareness, my role is changing. But I'm like, but I've been here the whole time.
So, Double, what was your awareness? What was your role before Olivia was aware of you?
You know when people say there's that voice in the back of their head telling them that something's not right? I think that it's that. It is me being, which is funny because that sounds very loving. That sounds,
yes, it does,
very, very like protective. And it's me kind of pointing out of like, this isn't right. This doesn't feel good. And I think Olivia has pushed that away. Olivia has said, I'll figure it out. I believe in other people. I believe in potential of others. Olivia treats a lot of her life as research, as like, she's gonna find the good in things, and sometimes things are just bad. Sometimes things are just bad.
I'm picturing sort of the you have a devil on one shoulder and an angel on another shoulder, but that you, the devil, and Olivia have tried to say, like, just walk away. Like,
she refuses to acknowledge that I am even a part of her. Because it is so scary to think that, to acknowledge that things cannot be right and bad. And I'm always looking at the angel, per se, on the other shoulder, like, what the fuck? Like, two things can be true. Like, hello, over here, why do you get all the attention, angel?
And I'm thinking the function of it, too, is you're telling Olivia to give up on a person or walk away from a person or walk away from a situation. So, like, yeah, part of it is bad, but also part of it is like, girl, let's just give up on this thing right now. Like, let's just walk away.
She just wants to believe in situations and scenarios and places and people so much, and through that, she loses a little bit of her self and her soul.
I'm thinking about how maybe Olivia's angel has been conflated with persevering. Like, the way to be a good angel is not only believe in the good of everyone and see the good of everyone, but also assume people will improve, assume Olivia might eventually get what she wants, and then stay. Like, don't give up. And I feel like one of the gifts you're trying to give Olivia is, like, it is okay to give up right now. It doesn't have to be your role in this lifetime, Olivia, to persevere with this thing.
And that I am not all defining for her. Like, just because she gives up on something or doesn't enjoy something doesn't mean she's a shitty person.
Or a devil.
Or a devil. It just means, like, it's actually a really good thing to have me around because it's reminding her of her heart and her values, which sounds so funny to come from a devil, but, like, no, I'm there to scream to you, I'm that flashing light.
I'm curious if we could jump over to the angel in Olivia.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna try to play the devil in Olivia, and Olivia, you can switch to playing the angel, and let's try to dialogue. So, Angel and Olivia, are you hearing what I'm saying about, like, sometimes Olivia just needs to give up?
She can't give up.
Why?
Because she has to give love to the world. She has to show people that joy and love. And if she gives up, then what left is there? She is a gift. We cannot get rid of this gift. If not her, then who?
Okay, now I'm switching back to Caitlin. interviewing Olivia's Angel. Angel, it seems like you think Olivia has infinite resources. Like, she can only give so much love to so many people in her life.
My God.
No worries. Have some water. Do you have any water?
I do. I have tea.
Have some water. Take a breath. And a drink.
It seems that I think Olivia has infinite resources. I give her those resources.
She's also a human. She has to poop and pee and sleep.
I don't know what your point is.
Oh, like, let's say there are only so many people in a day that Olivia can interact with, so she could technically give love the same amount per day, but to different people, and I feel like you're totally avoiding the part of the equation that's like, what is Olivia getting from this relationship or this experience? It's just about giving.
My assumption is that through her giving, she will be fueled, and that happens so often. And so, as evidence has shown, her giving makes her feel good and shows her that she has a gift and that she has something to offer to the world. And so it only makes sense to me.
Is she equally fueled by every act of giving?
No.
I'm curious if that's where the devil comes in, is the reminder of, like, you're a lot less fueled by this giving in this part of your life, Olivia. Maybe you should consider giving somewhere else.
He's annoying. The devil's annoying. The redirection.
Why is he annoying?
Because he makes us think differently. He makes us have to change. He makes us look at things closer. That is so annoying.
I'm thinking the phrase, I just want to be good, 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 but like with an indignant tone.
Yes. I just want to be good, good, good. That is how I want Olivia to be. That's how I want to be. I want others to see us that way. I don't want them to see any flaws in us. And if they do see flaws, it is very curated and crafted.
Wow.
I see you laughing.
I'm laughing, but I'm also sad. I was thinking of, like, the Barbie movie a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about the idea of, like, I'll look perfect all the time and be super happy, but then if you really look closely into my eyes, I'm really sad and I feel alone. But, like, I look good. Like,
yep.
I'm good, good,
I
good.
think the devil is coming out a little bit more lately. I think Olivia is showing a little bit more of his presence, which is uncomfortable for me, obviously.
You don't like it.
I don't like it. But I suppose I can see the value. I don't like it because I want to be the one. I like taking up space with my big wings.
Uh-huh. And they're so beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
You have a shtick.
And you think about I do. You think about every TV show, the angel and devil. Who is the person? Who is the audience member wanting to listen to? Who is the audience member rooting for on the shoulder
angel,
usually?
Of course.
Of course. So sorry that I am so proud of myself and all of my skills and abilities.
Ooh, I can sense some shame there. Like, why are you trying so hard? What are you hiding?
What am I hiding?
Yeah. You seem almost defensive in your pride.
You know what? It's exhausting. It's exhausting to be this. I'm showing a big smile on my face for those of you not watching. Yeah. It is so exhausting, and people get thrown off if there's ever even a little bit of a snark or a curtness in Olivia's voice, and she is having trouble finding that balance of and it's the same thing in me. There's a little devil in the angel too, right? Of just it's that Russian doll visual that you and Olivia discussed last week.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. In my conversation with you, it feels like the devil and the angel is coming out. Like, that
Yes,
there's more
and
balance.
it's really hard, and Olivia's struggling with this, to give them both equal space. Or not equal, but allow them both to exist.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
either one side me, angel, very gung-ho, yes, 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 or one side devil, very pain, pain, pain. And the crossover is just so confusing because it's confusing for both of us. Me and the
You know
devil.
what's interesting? You just said yes, 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 and pain, pain, pain. But I feel like what the devil was saying is some pain, but also no.
Yes.
Yes and no.
Yes.
And I feel like you... I mean, I'm afraid of the devil. Pretty much everyone is. I'm trying to validate your fear, but to conflate the devil with pain and not know if that's part of the message
Sure.
he's trying to send.
I think there's both, but the no is a good thing to point out because no is very scary. No means...
No is a type of death.
No is a type of death, and death is sad. Death is so sad. Who wants to feel sad?
And it comes with grieving.
Who wants to feel that? Not Olivia.
Yeah.
She did not like that last week. She did not like feeling like something was clawing out of her chest. No way, Jose.
No.
No. And yet, death is a part of existing. Change is a part of existing. Adapting is a part of existing.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost would like to talk to the devil again.
Yeah, I want to
And-
switch to Olivia's devil. So.
And figure out how we can work together.
Mm-hmm. So Olivia's devil. Are you ready for the change?
Me being Olivia's devil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Let's do it.
So how can you work better with the angel? I don't like better. I'm thinking like in more collaboration with Olivia's
Just work
angel.
with.
Yeah.
Well, will you be the angel,
Sure.
Caitlin? You are such a goody two-shoe.
Yeah, correct. It
What?
protects me.
I know. And this no pain protects me, but it is causing distress in Olivia, and we got to figure something out.
Okay, I can agree with you intellectually, but I'm honestly kind of disgusted by you.
You're disgusted by me,
Yeah.
and I'm disgusted by you. This Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? This is great though. Because we believe in ourselves so much. But you know who we also believe in?
Olivia, of course.
So maybe we make that our goal. So put our feelings for each other aside and think about who we care about and who we are a part of together.
Yeah, I honestly, it feels hard to rescind some of my power to you because I have been like, let's just arbitrarily say 90% of the power is in me and Olivia between the two of us. Like,
Do you have to rescind it? Or can you just give space? Can you just let me be there? Can that be a step? Can I just hang out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Again, intellectually, absolutely. But there's a part of me that feels entitled to have more decision-making power.
What do your decisions do for her?
I just got this wave of sadness. They kept her in something that she didn't. They caused her. Not all of them, but some of them cause her pain, and also cause her to be used. Because I feel like me just telling her yes, yes, yes all the time. It's like, well, what about her soul? Like, what about her spirit? What is she getting back? And yeah, I definitely have not always been right. And it's helpful to focus on Olivia because I still am kind of disgusted by you emotionally.
Yes.
But I think to focus on, like, our goal is to support and show love to Olivia and help her feel, like, strong. And I definitely think I've taken it too far. And maybe that is part of, like, me having 90% of the mic. Because appearing perfect and giving as much as possible does not make a person happy. So how do we work better together? I'm like working through the discuss, that's one channel, but the other channel's like, okay.
We both acknowledge when what we did didn't work, when it wasn't as effective as we wanted it to be.
I'm also wondering if you could make a pact with me that you'll do your best to try to not intentionally harm Olivia.
Yes.
Because I think part of the reason why I'm afraid of you and disgusted is, like, this, what is it, masochism, like, that stuff.
I think it is, I have been acting as, scientifically speaking, the amygdala in Olivia, a little bit, of this fight or flight, try and reminder, putting her in this fear state.
Yes.
Which she's very good at being... I retract what I was about to say, because I don't think she's very good at it. But I have acted in the protect yourself, versus, I would like to change the narrative to celebrate yourself and listen to yourself more, Olivia.
I'm gonna jump out as Caitlin for a moment,
Please.
just for listeners. So one of the things that I notice as a therapist is once you start talking to parts that are really activated, they go from being very, like, black and white, all or nothing, even, like, suicide thoughts, like, or homicidal ideation, to more balance. And I feel like right now what's happening in the role play is the devil being like, hey, I know that I've caused Olivia pain by this sort of, like, jumping for the mic, like, pay attention to me, I'm gonna, like, say really dramatic things. And now that the devil's getting more of a spotlight to be like, okay, devil, what do you really want? So I'm gonna speak as Caitlin. So devil, like, how can we integrate the wisdom you have to offer into Olivia's life? Like, we want to hear from you. We want you to be integrated.
Listen to what I'm saying, and if what I'm saying doesn't make sense or is annoying, ask for clarity.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, because I feel like what Olivia's been describing is, like, essentially what you just said, I don't like, and I don't want to listen. I'm not asking for clarity.
Yes. So if I'm saying you want to rip open your head or shave off your hair, Olivia, to yourself, ask, what do you mean by that? What are you actually trying to say? Because I'm dramatic.
Can we play that out? So, devil, you just told Olivia to rip out her hair or shave her head. Tell me more. I'm a little flabbergasted.
Okay, sure, that was dramatic. That's what I do. But what I mean to say is, don't do that, but acknowledge you're sad. The pain that I'm telling you is just saying you're in pain. And that what you want to do is change something. Right now I'm saying change by shaving your head off or ripping your skin open. I don't actually mean change that. I mean change something about your life or the way you are seeing things or who you are in contact with. Change something else. I know it is so scary. That's why I'm dramatic. I'm scary. But change is what is going to help you.
Can you think of a change that Olivia could implement that might have the wisdom you're trying to share?
I think she's already listening to it. I think she just ended something very big in her life, and that was a huge change for her. She heard me that time around, and the aftermath was incredibly painful, but she has listened to me and voiced me and shared me more. And I can already see a difference. I can see the angel be a little bit more authentic, to be honest, in the way she's presenting herself. The angel doesn't seem like it's a costume. The angel seems like it's a genuine angel.
Wow. Is there anything you want to say right now to Olivia or to listeners before we transition out of the roleplay?
Keep being curious and don't define yourself through sadness, pain, or joy, or anything. Just honor what shows up and be curious about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of translating that as don't define yourself through the lens of goodness or badness.
Yes.
Beautiful. So,
we'll shake that off.
Roleplay ended. I wish we had one of those movie
I know.
things.
I'll get like a gong or something for us. I am no longer the devil or the angel. I am Olivia.
I am no longer the devil or the angel. I am Olivia. Cool. So, I'm curious, anything you want to say. Just any thoughts, observations, feelings.
That was so lovely. That I think that whole like angel not being a costume but being more sincere now was very powerful for me. I think the black and white thinking that I have had is really fascinating, and I think I've been in denial of that. I was like, absolutely not. That's what clients experience, not me. But to hear it and to see the battle of like, I mean, I have I have trouble communicating my anger to people because it's just like, this is what angry is, this is what frustration is, and so it comes off very aggressive or curt, and it's not a language that I have developed yet. It's not one that I'm comfortable with yet. And so I don't know, it's just an unflexed muscle, and I want to be more curious about it, like the devil told me. Like, be curious why this is happening.
Yeah, I'm thinking about you and probably many listeners as well as myself, like learning how to communicate and tap into anger. It is a whole new thing, and when you start, it might seem ridiculous or weird or awkward or whatever, but like to have some language around when you're angry, like what does that even look like if it's expressed instead of repressed? Yes, and then it's almost a frustration when people are like not understanding what's going on, and it's kind of spirals. I'm also, Caitlin, I set myself up for a massage the other day, and when I went in, they felt my body, and they're like, oh, you need acupuncture, actually. Yes. And yes. I know I made a little video about this, and I've never had acupuncture. People have talked to me about it, and I was like, sure, why not? I already paid, but it's $10 extra. Let's do it. And so they did this acupuncture on me, and I was just like giggling. I was like laughing, and I'm like, maybe this is just because it's like an unexpected event or whatever, but I'm like, nah, there's some chi energy. There's something happening here. Yeah. There's an electrocution happening in me somehow. And afterwards, I FaceTime my mom, and she's like, oh my God, you are glowing. And I just, like, my sex drive is back. I feel happier. I haven't cried from grief. If I have cried at all, it is from different things coming up. It hasn't been this direct breakup experience that I have been going through. It is like there's literally a new energy in me. And it's very strange, and I think that's relevant to what we're talking about, but I wanted to share it. Of just like, there is more alignment happening. It's not where I want it to be, but I can sense the angel and devil are like, all right, we gotta meet up. We gotta meet up and find some balance. That's so beautiful. I was thinking with the acupuncture that it sort of tapped into how innately joyful you are and also playful, and that
Yes.
perhaps one of the things of letting go of the relationship is like stepping into more of that innate playfulness and joyfulness that was like just coursing through your veins and waiting to be unlocked.
Yes, it's so funny because, like, it feels like in that relationship, in that time in my life, like, it was a costume. Like, I even had told our supervisor that I am de-rolling this character of girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And he was like, that is such an interesting choice to say character. And I mean, it's a long relationship. It was 8 years. And to now be in community with people who, for lack of better phrasing, spiritually align with me, you know, like, and by spiritually, I mean, like, have similar values, want to help people. Want to help people in a certain way, care deeply in a specific way. This place is a community that I have been searching for my whole fucking life. And
me too. Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
I'm wanting to relate. So
please.
The most horrible relationship I've been in, I think it was like 4 or 5 years. The timeline gets blurry.
Yeah.
But it was like a good chunk of my 20s, and I remember the process of getting out of it, feeling like I was shedding an identity of girlfriend that felt horrible. I also thought of the words like whore or like being trapped, like so like captive. Yeah. There was a feeling of disempowerment, so like taking away like the character of the victim who has to keep herself small and hide. And so there was definitely like the girlfriend component, but that was how I was relating to what you were sharing. And then having like an identity crisis after I started shedding all of that, to be like, okay, like I know on a good day I'm not any of those things, but also that was taking, and by a good day I mean like when I felt good at that time, like years ago, like when I feel good about myself and I'm having a decent day, I'm able to acknowledge I'm not the person I was in that relationship, and that's like dead and gone. But then there was so much space to fill. Yes. And
it's wild. It's almost more space than you realize.
Oh yes. So, and that's a huge thing about most romantic partnerships, at least at certain points in them, where how much they pervasively impact your life in great ways, difficult ways, costly ways, scary ways, pleasurable ways, empowering ways. Like, the impact is very, very deep. And so yeah, there was a lot of space there, and I think I tried to fill it too quickly with another relationship. And so after that relationship, I made myself be single for at least a year, and it ended up being almost 2 years. And that was just so great for me. But yeah, I'm thinking about that. It almost felt like an atomic bomb, like the images of Hiroshima, where there's just this huge crater and then there's nothing, and you're like, okay, we're rebuilding a city. How do we want to rebuild this?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I think there's a power there. And to loop it back to the devil and the angel, I think there's something about your shift in energy and feeling so much more like freed up and flowing that gave you kind of the strength to say like, yes, the devil gets to take the mic, the devil gets space to speak to me and guide my life.
I want to disclose here that like I was in an open relationship, and my partner would say like, I want you to be free, I want you to have those things. And even with that message being sent to me, I know, I see your face. I still didn't feel that. And now that I am actually out of the relationship, now I feel free. Now I feel just better.
Oh yeah, and I think for other folks in non-monogamous relationships, like, you can still feel trapped and like your identity is suppressed, even if you literally are having multiple partners or have the option to have multiple partners. Like, to me, the level of heaviness and feelings of being trapped is more about the connection between the two people rather than the relationship structure of monogamy or non-monogamy.
And this is where all this energy stuff, I'm like, this is real. This is
It's
an
so
actual
real.
This is an actual thing that people exude. It is a real thing. And I don't know what else to say other than, like, I feel it so deep when interacting with anybody. And I sometimes take it on as my own, and it becomes part of the costume that I wear. And it's so annoying. It is so annoying to me. I don't, and sometimes I can't identify where the energy is coming from. I just know it exists.
Yes.
I would love to have a visual of, like, I wish people had the little smoke around them, and so I could be like, oh, I've got some blue on me. Let me throw that blue away. Like, but instead I just gotta parse it out through this and through therapy and through whatever else, move my body.
And I honestly think a lot of people who identify as neurodivergent and are attracted to working with folks that are practiced, including the two of us, like, have some type of energetic sensitivity that isn't translated necessarily, particularly when they start therapy, in a useful way. So sometimes it's like an undersensitivity or an oversensitivity, or I just don't know, blah, 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 blah. But, like, I think what you're learning, Olivia, and, like, your own self and your own version of neurodiversity is, like, you pick up on stuff, and you've recognized that a lot more, like, since you've started working at Effective Artistry, and then the skill of parsing through it and naming it and working on it socially, working on it in your own body, like, you're figuring that out now. But I think that's a lot of what impacts people who experience, like, burnout or executive dysfunction. Is like, it's mismanaged energy.
It's so interesting because I have a client who is switching over to me as their full-time therapist and breaking up with their other therapist, which is a common occurrence. That happens. And they were just saying, I really like your neurodiverse approach. That piece has been really missing for me. And what's so funny is I listen to that and I'm like, I don't really feel like I'm doing anything, like, significant here. I mean, like, I know what I'm doing is good work, but, like, the neurodiverse piece, is picking up on energy, acknowledging the pain, the discomfort, it's holistic.
Yeah.
And
And there's, like, I'm thinking about how sometimes autistic people are called, like, the canary in the coal mine, for better or worse, like, often being the canary in the coal mine. And I think this applies to neurodiverse people and not necessarily, not just autism and not all autistic people. But anyway, but that sort of idea of, like, you're picking up on things that other people tend to not pick up on, and also you're missing things that other people tend to pick up on, because we only have so much attention. We have finite attention.
Yes.
So for you to help, like, translate and notice things that maybe other therapists or other people don't talk about or notice or call attention to, like, that can be a really healing modeling for clients of, like...
Yeah. It's so interesting because, like, it feels so innate. Like, it feels so natural, the things that... It feels so obvious, the things that I'm saying. And sometimes I will catch myself as a therapist being like, I know, simple question. And they're like, no. Like,
yeah, I don't like it when you do that. You're demeaning yourself.
I know, but...
Yeah.
I think I get in my head of what I think's happening, actually, is I think I'm putting myself in the client's seat, and I'm reminding myself of when I was in therapy and a therapist would say something and I'd be like, yeah, no shit. And it's that little thing where my client is not me. But
well, and also, like, if you're delivering them some insight, it's different in the moment you're delivering it because you're a different person and it's that moment in their lives and they're hearing it. And
right.
Also, if they say no shit, that's great. They already know
totally.
It. Awesome. Like,
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's something I would celebrate now versus a year ago if someone says no shit to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. So, are you up for starting to close the episode?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. This was a fun one.
Yeah, so we explored the devil in Olivia, and then an additional character came up. We were exploring it, the angel in Olivia, and then we kind of switched off dialogues between the two. I was Caitlin, I was the devil, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I was the devil, but we just switched around, which I think was really fun and shows us continuing to, like, grow in the way we communicate this exercise in theory. And then I feel like sort of the summary of it is Olivia continued on the path to integrate the devil and the angel in her, and that is like a beautiful pairing to figure out what she wants to do in life, because sometimes she will say no and sometimes she will say yes. And I really appreciated it.
Yeah, so. Thanks for your guidance today, Caitlin.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. If anyone has any questions or requests, they're welcome to reach out. We are therapists at Effective Artistry, taking new clients. Olivia does sessions in Northbrook, Illinois as well. She offers in-person sessions. And then we also have a group, so if you are interested in archetypal roleplay in a group setting, or people could like work with us doing archetypal roleplay in individual therapy as well.
Totally.
And Olivia's a drama therapist, and so yeah, please reach out, and we would love to hear from you, and we're wishing you all the best.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Take care, all. Bye.
Bye.